Welcome to Recruitment Revised, the podcast that helps you hire smarter, job search better, and stay ahead in today's ever-changing talent landscape. I'm Kim Acosta, director and founder of Ucentric, a technology recruitment firm passionate about unlocking potential and driving success. I'm also a former Amazon talent acquisition manager, so I've been both an internal and an external recruitment leader. I'm here to share first-hand insights, expert strategies, and real-world stories to help you navigate the job market with confidence, whether you're hiring or looking for your next big opportunity. Let's revise and explore recruitment together. Welcome to Recruitment Revised with Kim Acosta, the podcast where we help you with navigating your job search and hiring with confidence. Today, we're talking about tackling technical questions in a job interview. Whether you're a software engineer, solutions architect, data analyst, or any other technical professional, you'll likely face questions that test your knowledge with specific tools, frameworks, or programming languages. But don't worry, we've got some strategies to help you with approaching these questions with confidence and, importantly, with honesty. So let's talk about some common technical questions and how to approach them. Technical interview questions often follow a similar structured pattern. Some of the most common variations include, where did you last use the skill or technology? When did you last use the skill and technology? What did you use the skill and technology for? Or how did you use the skill and technology? These questions aim to assess your practical experience with a given skill, how recently you've used it, and how deeply you've engaged with it. The best way to respond is to be clear, concise, and most importantly, honest. With technical interviews, honesty really is the best policy. So one of the worst things you could do in a technical interview is to exaggerate your proficiency with a skill or a technology. If you claim to be an expert in Python but struggle with basic coding exercises, it's going to become apparent really quickly, and it's a very, very quick way of losing trust. Instead, you're best to be upfront about your experience. If you're not highly proficient, you could still demonstrate value by explaining how confident you feel using the skill, if you've used something similar, and how that knowledge potentially transfers, and just indicating your willingness to plan to upskill if required. For example, I haven't worked extensively with Kubernetes, but I have experience with Docker and containerization principles. I've recently started a Kubernetes certification course to build some hands-on knowledge. So this approach shows honesty, self-awareness, and a proactive learning mindset, qualities that technical hiring managers often truly appreciate. Now, let's talk about assessing your confidence level. A great way to frame your responses is by indicating your comfort level with a given skill. If you were a beginner, you'd say something like, I've recently started learning technology and have used it in a couple of projects. Someone with intermediate knowledge may say, I have worked with technology in a production environment and I feel comfortable troubleshooting issues. Whereas an advanced individual would say something along the lines of, I've built and optimized solutions using technology. I've led teams working with it, and I've mentored others within the industry. Providing this type of clarity helps the interviewer understand your capabilities and how you might fit into the team. When it comes to bridging gaps with transferable knowledge, even if you haven't used a specific tool, you may have worked with something similar. Companies tend to value problem-solving ability over using the exact same tech stack, so highlighting transferable skills is super key. Example, If you've been asked about AWS but only have experience with Azure, explain the similarities and how you could potentially adapt. Another example could be that if you've used MySQL but not PostgreSQL, discuss your general SQL knowledge and how quickly you've been able to demonstrate to adapt and adjust in the past. The key here is to show that you can learn and apply new technologies efficiently. In technical interviews, how do you show that you're ready to learn? If you don't have experience with a particular skill, you could demonstrate your willingness to learn by outlining an upskilling plan. Some great responses include, I've started an online course on Coursera or Udemy to develop my skills in this area. Another example could be, I've been reading documentation and working on a side project to gain hands-on experience in my own spare time. Another could be that I plan to collaborate with my current team on a small project involving this technology to gain some practical and hands-on exposure. Hiring managers within the technology industry truly value self-motivated learners, so by showing initiative, this could truly work in your favor within an interview. So some of my closing thoughts. Confidence and transparency always wins. Technical interviews can be intimidating, but by approaching them with confidence, honesty, and a growth mindset, you could leave a lasting and positive impression. Remember, always be truthful about your experience and skill level. Highlight transferable skills when applicable. And if you don't have direct experience, outline your plan to upskill. Thank you for tuning in to Recruitment Revised. If you found this episode helpful, leave a review, subscribe, or share it with a friend. And as always, keep learning, keep growing, and we'll see you in the next episode.